Oh, my people. I can't wait! This is my favorite thing. Like, I wait for this unit. Every year we get to prove some trig identities, and it just... Like, you know how I say everything is my favorite, but this, for reals, is my favorite thing. So we're going to prove some things. Before we can prove things, we need to know some things that are true. So I'm going to go through a ton of information. You have a sheet to put this in. Pause when you need to. Tangent. Tangent is the y over the x. So therefore, sine over cosine. You're going to need this. Why? Because we're going to be making substitutions all over the place. And you need to know that tangent is sine over cosine. Now, there are other things that we could say, but right now we're going to go with tangent is sine over cosine. Then cotangent is the reciprocal, so cosine over sine. Cosecant, 1 over sine theta. Secant theta is 1 over cosine theta. These things are so very important. We will be subbing them in and out for different things quite often. Then we have the Pythagorean identities. So sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1, which makes sense. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, and we're on the unit circle, so the x squared plus the y squared is going to equal the hypotenuse. Okay, some other things. 1 plus tangent squared equals secant squared. And 1 plus cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta. Okay, now because these things are true, there's going to be different ways that we could write them. So you will have a cardstock that kind of looks like these. So we're going to write down all the reciprocal identities, and then we're going to write down the Pythagorean identities. This is one of those things that you literally should keep until you graduate from college, and then give it to your little siblings. For reals, that important. Okay, but let's think about, so this right here, I'm trying to get that. Sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. Well, what are all of the orders I could put that in? Well, if I just go with the, oh gosh, what have I done? I'm just going to go with the sine squared. Would you agree with me that 1 minus cosine squared theta equals sine squared theta? Do you see how I just minused the cosine? So if that's the case, then 1 minus sine squared theta equals cosine squared theta. You might see a cosine squared and you can substitute 1 minus sine squared in for it. Okay, let's look at 1 plus tangent squared equals secant squared. Well, if that's the case, then I could also say that 1 equals secant squared theta minus tangent squared theta. Yes, true. And tangent squared theta would equal secant squared theta minus 1. So if you know the main one up here, you can just solve the other ways. Then, okay, this says 1 plus cotangent, so therefore 1 equals cotangent squared theta. Nope, we gotta take that. This, I don't want that. I want, oh my gosh. 1 equals cosecant squared theta minus cotangent. So 1 equals cosecant squared theta minus cotangent squared theta. And also cotangent, therefore, equals cosecant squared theta minus 1. Super valuable to be able to put those different ways. So those are some main things. And then momentarily, we're going to verify the identity, but that'll be the next video. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. You're going to love it.